Oh, okay. Hang on. Where am I? Give me a second. I'll need to find me. Right, here we are. I found myself. Here I am. Who am I and what? And yeah, who am I and how many am I? That's the question, right? Now, I am not sure why I'm having so many issues today with my hardware. Like, I was expecting the radio panel to work here in the A340. Because it would be disappointing if the RMP doesn't work here. No, it doesn't work. Has anyone got that to work on the Toilss Airbus? Or the Aerosoft Toilss Airbus? And the MCDU doesn't work? Like, what's going on? That's strange. Also, autopilot doesn't work. Okay, so they've said nothing works? What? Nothing works. Was that just because of the update, or has it never been working before? I'm so sure that we had this working, no? Because that's really annoying. But I mean, I need the thrust levers, don't I? Hang on. No, something's wrong. Hang on. No, something's not right. Hold on. Just make sure that I'm sure the thrust levers worked at some point. I know it says INI, but it shouldn't really matter. I think that's the... Okay, I guess I just need to have those set up properly. Now the rest here. Alice. Controller. Oh really? So it's wind control that's... Oh god. Okay, thanks Abimar. Like that's a shame. Yeah, thanks buddy. Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Let me just get everything else active here. Oh, hang on, that was the engine. We're gonna have a look at the release notes or the change log in cruise flight. For now, let's get set up everything quickly. Yeah, that's a shame. Okay, so anyways, then at least the thrust levers work, which is good. So we have all aircraft general. All right. So at least we have controls, and then we'll calibrate those joystick. Good. Okay. So current throttle is in idle. Right, then climb MCT. Right, and then save. I have the Bose A320. I bought that. As a used unit there. F2, 3, fully manual config. No. Tiller assigned. Hang on. Fabian, for the if you have a noseless steering tiller, a physical one. What do I have to set here? Anyone know? Smart thrust reverser idle rock. Oh, don't have a tiller. Okay. Anyone that has a tiller? And what? Why is this going into reverse? It shouldn't really. So that's that. Ah, okay. Yep. We got it. VDGS, no. I've updated the drivers as well, but no. Unfortunately not. Right, let's get at least a couple of items here on the road, and then we'll do a quick loading. I'm not going to bother too much with GSX right now, because we want to try out the aircraft, don't we? Lisa here. There we go. I'm here to please everyone. So that's good. Where's my FMC? Oh, here it is. So let's have a quick look here. Let's add one button there. Create instruments. Next, EFB. So let's do that, and then a shortcut. Right, I'm happy for now. Good. So we've got the sim brief OFP, Frankfurt to Palma, Mallorca, and it takes flight time an hour. Was it hour 40? Good. 1 hour 40. And then also I want to go back on VATSIM. Still a bit annoyed about my departure issue there. Why I thought that I don't have to contact ATC on the ground there. Because I know, normally surely you contact them. I don't know. Alright, so let's quickly have a look at the loading here. So we are supposed to have 0 fuel weight, 213.3, and fuel is supposed to be about 24.5 or something. So yeah, no. Sim brief OFP. Alright. So sim brief weight and balance. So how come it doesn't automatically load those values? So that's supposed to be 213. Alright, so we're going to take... yeah, that's fine. That's good enough. And then fuel... We said about 24.5. 24.5. Yeah. Quick refuel. Apply these load values. Good. So in it. At least I have to... I was just about to say, I updated Navigraph, but I have to... Hang on. Active database. Data. Oh no. No, the sim froze. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Please. You've got to be kidding me. Happened to you too? Is... Oh, okay, hang on. We are alive. Hold on. Huh? No? Yes? No? Maybe? It took a few minutes to come back. Well, because we have to change the database. Hey, Smooth. No way, they wouldn't release... They would not release an aircraft that bugged, would they? Oh no. You've got to be joking. Seriously? Yeah, I was warned. People told me they had WASM crashes. Airbus fan. No, luckily the real aircraft don't freeze. No way. I mean, like, seriously. I was like, you know, so positive on the first release that they had. Why is it? What is going on? Well, that's no good, is it? MCK. I've honestly, now knock on wood, I have not had many WASM crashes with the aircraft that I'm using, right? So the only things really that caused them for me were the A340 from Builds. I think that's the last WASM crash I had, A340 Builds. The Toilss, so the Aerosoft Toilss, that is something that had been stable. I mean, I've flown this so many times. I had not a single WASM crash. Airbus fan Bruno can tell you exactly what it is. Lisa, well, at least I don't have that. At least I do not have that ever. Yeah, WebAssembly. So it's like a connection, right? To connect the systems, so you have external running system simulation, and that connects to the simulator or something like that. Bruno knows a lot more about that than I do. So, right. Okay, so at least now we have the right database. Okay, cool. So let's go GSX. Now let me put this to APU on, okay? APU on. And then we're going to move the aircraft. So I'm going to give it a second chance. If we get another WASM crash, then that's it. Then that is it. Jesus Christ. Full motion sim then, yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So, we have the right database. Thrust levers. I mean, this one isn't 100%. Should we really care? Okay. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Cool. Right. Sim brief. Download OFP. Really? Yeah, I mean, you know, oh no. You can't download the active plan via the MCDU init page. Engines must not be running. The engines aren't running. There we go. So, okay. So we are here at least. Let's try that again. So let's go 254. Right, that's good enough. And then we go again 24 and a half. Quick apply. Okay. I see fuel flow 0, Avimar. What do you mean? Like seriously? Okay, good. Let's take a deep breath. Let's go on and live weather. That's good. That's good. And then we can connect to VATSIM maybe. Shall we try? Put this to standby. And then connect. Lofty. Wait, what was it? 2418. 2418. And we are an 8346. 8346. Connect. Right, please, please, please. Nobody be here at this position. I think we're lucky. Ha! Here we are. We are lucky. Good. Ah, we are lucky for once. Good. Okay. Now we don't need jetways. And another question then is, do we have? Hang on, let me just quickly check if. Oh no, sorry, no. Hang on. Where is it? There we are. So let's go. So let's go. Hoppy code. Of course, hoppy code is gone. Why should it be?
Good night, black box.
Stop! Stop it, guys. Right, I'm still here. Right, let's go with documents. Hoppy. Here's my hoppy code. Copy, paste. Save. Okay. So now you can look again. You can open the eyes. Hey, Vizak. Good. Okay, so let's try this. So we are going here at Atsu. It is page 2, isn't it? Yeah, departure clearance. No guarantees that this is going to work, but I want to try it. DLH2418. And we should really get a TOBT, right? Yeah, let me get a TOBT going here. I want to do something right today with VATSIM. So it is VATS dot I am India Mike, and then it is VDGS. Right. Bad gateway. What? Oh, because no, it auto-corrected something there. VATS.im. And then VDGS. VDGS. No, it says bad gateway, so it doesn't work for me. All right. At least I tried twice. I tried twice. It's not working. Echo Delta Delta Foxtrot. Yeah, target off block time. So we try to accommodate that. So in the VATSIM information, so ACDM in progress. I mean, I could try again on my tablet. Maybe it's a browser issue. Let's send that off in the meantime, and then I'll try again here. So let's go with VATS.im. Now, so what it does, it puts me to CDM VATSIM Spain, and it says bad gateway. So unfortunately I can't get to it. Maybe someone else can try. Yep, it's broken. Okay, so let's have a quick look here. That's AOC menu. Received messages. Depart request status. Standby. Okay, cool. So that did go out, which is good. Although sometimes it simulates it doesn't really simulate the correct communication between Hoppy and your aircraft. It does some. Is that the A350 or something from any builds that does that? Avimar, you had the same error. Okay, thanks for the information. All right, cool. I mean, not cool, but I'm glad I'm not the only one. So that's all filled out. That looks good. Let's put 20 degrees in here. And then already filled out all of the rest of the items here, which is fine. Alternate fuel should be, however, alternate fuel should be, it should be Barcelona 4.1. So I'm going to put 4.1 in here. Good. Happy with that. Now, here's the clearance. Accept before we forget. Accepted. Right, so we are a Nikki to Lima. Out of Frankfurt, runway 18. As expected, a Nikki to Lima. Insert. Then all the routing there. Fantastic. And Squawk 1000. It's quite a funky lighting, isn't it? Yeah, that's better. Wow. Yeah, kind of weird lighting there. That's better. Good. Dim that down as well a bit. Get rid of the glare. Okay, so 22035. Oh, man, I'm so bummed that my RMP, I can't use the RMP. Another thing I'm annoyed about is that they've been advertising for, you know, the hardware mounts, the desk mounts, to get your MCDU, the radio panel here, and the TCAS panel all nicely connected together. But they still haven't released it. So I have all the panels and don't have the hardware to mount everything. I know, I'm complaining too much today. Ooh, hello, hello. Confirmed. Thank you. Alright, cool. Good. Now for the arrival, let's go Palma. Bad, very bad day at the office. Yeah, no joke. So let's have a look at the weather in Palma right now. So let's go here. Weather. Oh, Avaya has some information there. Okay, we'll nick the one from Iveo then. So they have 220 at 5, meaning 24 in use, and then we'll land on runway 24 left. I'm gonna take the Zulu 24 left, meaning we will go via Lunik. Yeah, Lunik 3 Papa rings a bell. Via yeah, Captipera. That's fine. Insert. Cool. Nice. Alright, so weights are in. Diffrips, so data. I'll check. So it A and B, flight plan, RATNAV. Don't need anything. So we go performance now. I'm gonna go. Which one shall we use? Let's go with the EFB. Airbus fan, very nice. So the only thing really that I well, we didn't have any other places to put the air conditioning unit in the room, so it kind of brings the cold air. It kind of blows the cold air right into my face, even though it's like 3 meters away. But still, I can feel the airflow. So that's why I had to change my hardware layout here. Let me just put that like that. There we go. But all good. So I'm happy with the air conditioning. So let's go with the takeoff performance. Runway 18 intersection. Do we have no, we have 25 in use, so we don't have to go intersection mic. So we'll leave that as a full length. Wind, bit tailwind, 20 degrees, 1017. Yeah. Well, it says 21 degrees actually, so let's 22. Oops, 22. Dry, anti-ice off, takeoff weight, CG, flex, config auto, air conditioning. It's warm. Passenger comfort, we'll have them on for takeoff. Good, so it's going to give us flex 73. There we go. Light aircraft, 1 plus F. Up 2.3. Alright, so then let's see. So let's do that. Oh, that's going to give me different values, isn't it? Disregard. Disregard. So that's 1. And the trim 2.3 up 2.3. And then we've got flex 73, 54, 54, 60. Oh, what? Oh, F. It's very few aircraft, you have to put the F in there. Right, doors are closing, fantastic. So we've got 80, yes, no, sorry, I did not fly. I've flown IRL today, but the Cessna 172. But no, IRL never flew the 340, no. I was more a Boeing pilot. Guys, did you see that meme? Hang on, I've got to show you this, guys. I'm going to show you this. This is like... hang on. Megavolt, thank you so much for the for the rate. Thank you so much, and greetings to you. Hope you had a great stream. Big shout out. Lima Echo. How are you doing? So, yeah, that meme. I've got to show you that, guys. Hang on. Hold on. So some people, right? I mean, like, so as sad as I was, you you know, seeing that happen. And I mean, some people were injured, so it's not really funny, right? But I mean, I mean, like the memes, right? I guess you can't do anything about it. So, Megawalty flew for a special flight. Nice, Zurich to Cancun. Oh, that's a long flight. Schlafanzeiger, yeah. I mean, we have a saying in Germany that's called wer den Spott hat. Nee, what's it called? I just had it. Like, you know, if you do something silly, or if you know, if you have a blunder. Yeah, genau. Wer den Schaden hat, muss für den Spott nicht sorgen. So it's like, you know, if you kind of have a blunder, right, then, you know, the memes follow automatically. Pretty much. That's exactly what happens. So. Exactly. Ja, wer den Schaden hat, braucht für den Spott nicht zu sorgen. Genau, Mad Cat. That's the one. Yeah, thanks. So let's go 1360. 1360. And engine out will do 1900. Alright, and then secondary copy active. We'll do that. I'm not going to bother with an engine out path. We're not going to have an engine failure. Alright, so let's go 25 left. 25 left. No star and no line. Is anyone here buying or planning to buy the wind control overhead panel? Really, buddy? But how are you gonna? Oh, well, buddy, I know that you have some good craftsmanship. I don't, so I don't have the skills really. So that's all done. I guess we can read the first checklist, right? Find my checklist.
Frankfurt delivery. Hello. Customer 1 experience. Oh, sorry. Give me one.
Right. So, no, we don't want this. Go away. Okay, right. Normal checklist. Cockpit prep complete. Gear pin scales removed. Signs are on auto. ADIRS. Enough. Fuel quantity. We have.
Lufthansa 121, check information Echo, clear to Berlin, Slovak 8, Mike, departure, flight plan route,
take off data
flight level 70, box 2657.
Bravo ref. It should be 1017.
7000. And information Echo. Departure. Departure to West 3. Go. The 121 next step, runway 25 Delta, Slovak 8 Mike.
And Windows doors Closed. Beacon is on. Thrust levers idle.
Today, Lufthansa 121,
is
acknowledge Tobac 8 Mike departure for you.
Tobac 8 Mike. Lufthansa 121.
Correct.
Why is the
Von
flaps?
der 1 Romeo Delta, startup approved, hold
So I
position,
spawned in, I
contact
tried to
Apron
put them to
121,
zero,
decimal
but
855. Tschüss.
they will go back.
Lufthansa 121, squawk 2657.
Ha. Oh, nice. Thank you.
Frankfurt delivery, good. Lufthansa 6 Papa Zulu, stand Alpha 36. Information Echo, requesting IFR clearance.
Finally, some settings to
Departure checks completed.
adjust.
Bypass pin inserted.
Lufthansa 6 Papa Zulu, say parking again.
Stand Alpha 36, Lufthansa 6 Papa Zulu.
Lufthansa 6 Papa Zulu, Roger. Dein Flugplan ist nicht durchgekommen. Am besten nochmal neu sein.
Locking here.
Ja, kriegen wir hin. Kleinen Moment.
Oh no.
Danke.
No.
Proper delivery good, Lufthansa 2 November
Are you kidding me?
Stand Alpha 16, request startup.
Push to talk.
Lufthansa 2 November Juliet, Roger. Startup approved, hold position, contact Apron 121 decimal 855.
So just have to quickly disconnect for a second. Push to talk. Of course it doesn't work now. Come on. Push to talk. Ah, finally. Okay, let's reconnect.
Lufthansa 6 Papa Zulu, Flugplan ist da, advise ready to copy.
Ready to copy, Lufthansa 6 Papa Zulu.
Lufthansa 6 Papa Zulu, clear to Zagreb, send the 8 Sierra departure, flight plan route, climb via SIT to altitude 4000 feet, squawk 1000.
Harry, might have a good flight.
Cleared Zagreb, Cindy 8 Sierra departure, climbed by a split 4000
Mad
feet.
Cat, I'm not sure if a visa mount will work.
Papa Zulu.
I don't know.
Lufthansa 6 Papa Zulu,
It just
correct.
looks too... And delivery Lufthansa 2418, stand 58 with PDC fully ready.
Lufthansa 2418, Roger. Startup approved, hold position, contact Apron 121 decimal 855.
Startup is approved. Hold position and start correction for push 121855. Dankeschön, tschüss.
Juliet, hello, push approved, area 1.
Push approved, area 1, Lufthansa 2 November Juliet.
Apron Gudevi, Lufthansa 2418 heavy, stand Alpha 58 requesting pushback.
Lufthansa 2418, hello, pushback approved, area 7.
Pushback approved, area 7, Lufthansa 2418. Alpha 7. Is that going to be correct? Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
Release parking brakes.
Please, GSX. No memes.
Commencing push.
Lufthansa 122 Tower 1187 is the route.
Start at will, yeah.
Okay, Tower 118780, Lufthansa.
Now goes it loose.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I hope this works.
Frankfurt ground, good evening. Area 857 at Delta 8.
Yeah, you have in Frankfurt, you have
Iberia 85
preset
37 April,
disconnect points. Oh, the FPS are terrible.
Frankfurt ground, good evening, Lufthansa 4 Papa X-ray, requesting push to start.
Wow. I'll show you that in a minute. Hey, technicals.
Say hello, I call you back just in 30 seconds. You can prepare areas.
Right, so we have finished the
area 3, I
checklist.
call you back in 30 seconds.
Oh,
Of course, that was
don't we will
completed.
be preparing for area 3,
So let's
Lufthansa
go
4 Papa
ignition
X-ray.
start. And then we will start, a few pumps are on.
Frankfurt ground, hello.
Crowd.
Lufthansa 121, ready for pushback. Hello, Lufthansa 121, push approved, area 2.
Frankfurt crowd.
Push
push approved,
funny.
area 2.
Right, here we go.
121.
Past 15 already, so engine 2 can come up as well. Yeah, so I'll show the, let me do it here, charts.
Papa X-ray pushback approved, area 3.
So let's do
Pushback approved, area 3, Lufthansa 4 Papa X-ray.
parking stands. No, Palma. Airports, Frankfurt. Taxi. Parking east. There we go. So look here, right? You see those circled numbers? So that's 1, that's 3, 2, 4, and we've got to go all the way here. A beam Alpha 66, which it seems to be doing. Off some Palma, exactly. Oh, lovely. Oh, what a gorgeous aircraft.
Apron, hello, Speedbird 5, Romeo
So,
with you on Sierra.
Let's start engine 3.
Stuart 5, Romeo, hello, Juliet 15 via Sierra 11.
About 10%.
And the Juliet 15 via Sierra 11, Speedbird 5, Romeo, thanks.
Frankfurt from Lufthansa Cargo 403 on Papa towards short November 11.
Yeah. So here you see on the ground as well, it says 7. So that's where the nose gear should be placed, or the pushback truck. I think it's for the pushback truck, right?
Control Delta 25 Center, taxi November 7, Lima, hold of Lima 3.
November 7, Lima, should be Lima 3. Anything Lima 5 earlier?
Roger.
Yeah, all my viewpoints are gone again. This is a shame. And? Whoop! Hoppa.
Please set parking brake. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Flybe 757. I'm not sure. So on the A320, yes, normally you wait with the fuel pumps until you're ready for pushback. Someone else here said you switched them earlier, I think.
72 Tower 124 855.
I'm not completely sure.
125 572 Tower.
Right, let's go flaps 1. Put that back to norm. Trim sets itself automatically. Roughly 2.3.
125 Center, taxi via November 5, Lima, hold short of Lima 3.
This is 2.7.
November 5, Lima, and hold short of Lima 3, distance 121.
Oh, really? Interesting. So, Lisa, I always find it so fascinating how different procedures can be.
Port Charlie, taxi runway 18 via Lima.
18 via Lima, Port Charlie.
Good. Let's start the flight control check. Make sure our controls are connected.
Madrid, I call you. Got one Romeo Delta Tower 18780.
Yeah, maybe my company Lufthansa was a bit different then.
Madrid, can you pass behind the 340 on area 3?
If Lufthansa
Cockpit to ground. Engine's not started yet. I'll call you back later.
November 7 in November.
What do you mean, engine not started yet? Bye-bye. Jesus Christ. Good. Let's do the after start checklist. Anti-ice off, not required. ECAP status is checked. We have pitch trim 2.3 up, and rudder trim is neutral. That's the after start checklist complete. Lufthansa 2418 requesting taxi.
2418, runway 18, taxi via November 8 in November.
November 8, November holding point 18. Lufthansa 2418. Right.
November Juliet, hold of November.
the thing is, didn't they fix the taxi camera or something?
Lufthansa 4 Papa X-ray, request taxi.
Right, check.
Papa X-ray, taxi runway 18 via November 8, hold short aufgelassen.
But do I really want to switch on the...
Taxi to runway 18 via November 8, hold short November, Lufthansa 4 Papa X-ray.
Abrams, guten Abend. Lufthansa 7 Charlie Echo, Alpha Bravo. Guten Abend, Lufthansa 7 Charlie Echo, push approved, area 1. Push approved, area 1. Lufthansa Cargo 403, taxi right November.
So the tiller isn't working.
Foxtrot 211.
Taxi right, November 14 and Foxtrot 211, the cargo port 06, thank you.
Alright, I hope this is not a Toilss issue regarding FPS, because right now
Charlie, turn right November 8, hold short of November.
I do have 30 FPS.
Right November 8, hold short November, contact port
It may not be Aerosoft's fault.
On the 2 November Juliet, behind 340 from the right, via link 3
It could
November
be
8,
that
November to runway 18.
I didn't restart the PC after my first flight, so maybe that's the reason.
On the 4 Papa X-ray, number 2, behind company 320 from November 7, thereafter
Do you
continue
really
via
think it's going to
November 8,
be
November runway 18.
because of VATSIM?
After the company A320, continue via November 8, November to runway 18, Lufthansa 4 Papa X-ray.
On the 121 tower, 118-780 vorbei.
Oh.
So that Whiskey Papa, hello. Victor 116 via Lima.
Victor 116 via Lima,
On the 121.
We'll see. We will see.
8537 to center, taxi November 1, hold of Lima.
Maybe this VATSIM.
Apron, hello, Lufthansa 1 Lima, ready for push and start, stand power to 7. So 1 Lima, hello, pushback approved, facing. Facing east, Lufthansa 1 Lima.
So let's get the...
Contact Charlie, behind Lufthansa 320, continue via November to runway 18.
Cabin is ready.
The Papa X-ray number 2 behind Condor 320, opposite direction to join.
Number 2 behind the Condor opposite direction to join now, Lufthansa 4 Papa X-ray.
Before takeoff, flight control checked, flight instruments checked, briefing is confirmed, flaps config 1 plus F.
Victor 166 requesting taxi. Hello, Lufthansa 12 Lima, double left, full
true, flex temp we have
double left, full shot November, Lufthansa 12 Lima.
154, 154, 160, flex 73. EK Memo takeoff no blue.
12418, tower 124855, schon ab.
24855, ebenso tschüss, die Lufthansa 248. Yes.
April, schönen guten Abend, 1 Kilo Alpha, November 14. Ocean 2 Kilo Alpha, hello, continue via Lima, hold of November 8, Alpha 26 the gate. Alpha 26 is the gate and continue via Lima, hold, confirm, hold short of November 8, Ocean 2 Kilo Alpha. Correct. Iberia 0, Section 8537 tower on 118-780, Roger. 118.
Oof. Holy FPS. Frankfurt Tower wurde die Lufthansa 2418 Heavy approaching 18, ready for departure.
Lufthansa 2418, hello, wind 320 degrees, 11 knots, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18, cleared takeoff, Lufthansa 2418. Good, cabin crew prepare for departures, packs remain on. Then cabin crew is advised, lights are on, engine mode is normal.
537,
Packs
hello,
are on.
via Lima 1, line up runway
Radar,
18.
TCAS, predictive winch system, all set. Nice.
Das wäre ein ganz schön langer Weg, ne? Nehmen wir lieber Super Center, nein, also
Before takeoff check is complete. That's my bad. Buddy, what do you mean? I wasn't speeding. That was was not more than 30 knots, was it? I honestly don't know what's going on. So, alright, anyways, let's go. TCAS? What? Nah, that can't be right. No. Doesn't take off. Let's go. Let's hope we improve on the FPS. Disregard. Thruster set.
Hallo, nochmal Lufthansa, Türko Lima on November. Türko Lima, hallo, number 2 in sequence. Der A350 with 320 degrees, 11 knots, runway 25 center, Cape from Bangkok.
Wow, look at the tailwind. 16 knots tailwind. Positive era.
Lufthansa 2 November, Juliet, hello, line up 18.
Line up 18, Lufthansa 2 November 2.
Maybe I'll advise a tower. Departure is 25. Probably no departure. Thrust climb out blue.
The 2418 identified, monitor advisory, please.
Okay, monitor advisory. Be advised we had about 1.5 knots tailwind at around 100 feet.
Thank you.
Right, probably not important for other people or other ATC because
Lufthansa 321, contact 121.
they probably have different winds anyways. But I thought I'd report it. Pilot 1 and let's see, green dot is currently 208. Yeah, that's fine. Flaps 0, speed is checked. Flaps 0. 4,000. That's very quiet. Starminer, hello. Can't really hear much outside. Didn't dial out the sounds that much, did I? No, should be alright. Guys, the FPS have not improved at all. Ab jetzt zieht sich? Nah. There's nobody here, so let's continue climb. Let's go initially 280. Thrust line climb. And normally ATC would have proved you for a 250 at least. Clear out that. Buddy is 7.5 miles behind me. Don't cheat, okay? What aircraft are you flying? Right, we are now on standards. Standard sets. So after takeoff, it says landing gear up, flaps retracted, packs are on, and standard sets. Let's see, after takeoff, climb checklist complete. Hey, Illinois. Using FMS cleaner from help. No, so Illinois, I don't have issues with FPS in general. All add-ons I've flown in the last couple of weeks. except maybe the FSLabs, but otherwise all of them with frame gen, all good. Now I don't know, because previously I didn't have issues with the Aerosoft Toilss. So the only thing that may be an issue is that I didn't restart the whole PC after my first flight. Normally that does help a lot, but I didn't think it was going to be necessary. Yeah. Yeah, the overlay, I can check that. Hang on, thanks for feedback. Hold on. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Thank you. So that should be good now. Yeah, let me know if it's still wrong. So again, I'm going to try and have a look at the FPS now. Yeah, now I've got 45 FPS. But still main thread is getting hammered. And I'm sure it's not really about VATSIM. Yeah, exactly. What a long aircraft. Blimey. Just looks totally disproportionate, doesn't it? Like this? Crazy. Oh, okay, Carl, you're flying to Mallorca in 3 weeks? Nice. Alright, let's do this. Lights off, seatbelt signs off. Secondary copy active. Didn't do anything with fixed page. So we're good. Oh, now we're accelerating. All right, good. We are getting there. We're slowly but surely getting there. Of your birthday. Nice. So you're gonna celebrate, right? Can't open the door. Let's walk through. Right, come on. Let's increase the speed here. I want to get some viewpoints again. I don't know why, but I think the last time... Oh, what's wrong with these windows? All of them. I'm not accepting that. Yeah, let's do it this way. That's nice here. Let's do hard mountains. Yeah, I know, right, MCK? So, that's engine right. And let's put that down here. And shortcut is going to be this one. Excellent. Right, let's see what else we can do. Let's go back a bit more. Eventually, I'm going to have a look. Is it really that cold in the cabin? Is there like ice crystals on the inside? Nah, come on. But still loud, isn't it? For you guys? Kind of weird. think that's better, right? Good. Let's have a look at the ECS then. So let's have a look at conditioning. No, it's got 22 degrees. What are you talking about? Hey, wait, hang on. Right, guys, here are the facts. Before you complain, look at the facts. It's not freezing back there. No. And don't tell me the sensors are wrong. Right. MCK normally, yeah, I think so too. Yeah. I think the purser is able to adjust the cabin, like was it 3 to 5 degrees or something from the main value there? No, Lisa. No, it's not. No. On the overhead? Hang on. What you mean? Yeah, sure. So you go to fixed page. Well, I mean fixed page. Here you go. Hang on. It's an old FMC. So we go to Mont Blanc. So the mountain, not Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc. There we go. Okay, Mont Blanc. And we are. Okay, disregard. We'll try that somewhere else. We go here, more. Yeah, we're in Airbus now. 200 miles. 200 miles. Right, 280, and we did file. What did we file? We filed flight level 390. Okay. So let's go 390. First time climb all cruise 390. Beautiful, and we're real time. How cool is that? It's almost midnight, not midnight, midsummer. So not much longer. 10 days or something, and then midsummer. And then what's next? Huh? You guys know exactly what's next. Yeah, Christmas, exactly. Days are getting shorter. It's Christmas soon. I'm telling you. Louis Daniel, Dankeschön. 3 years. Thank you.
3 years, but a lot more following. Hope you are doing well.
Louis, thank you so much. Hope you're doing well as well. Big round of applause for that, Louis. 3 years of support. Thank you so much for that. Good. In the meantime, let me get the website up. And let me find out what the changelog is all about. Aerosoft, Toilss, A340 changelog. Okay. So here we go. So official changelog. So the big one was on. No, this one here. So 1.5. Continue to our weather radar update cycle. You can get update via. Hang on, no. No, that's for X-plane. Disregard. That's for X-plane. Where's there we go. 1.03. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Oh, that's German. Hang on. Okay, so the major improvements are improvements regarding engine performance and fuel flow. Oh, yes. A new turbulence model. And yeah, like I said, the taxi cam. The thing is, I don't want to try the taxi cam because I already had bad FPS. And switching on the taxi camera, thank you much, buddy. Switching on the taxi camera doesn't really improve on that. Oh no, those are the problems, right? Yeah. Okay, so no, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for what the official. Yeah, so compatibility for FCU, MCDU, wind control was not working yet. They're now allowed to use say intention CPDLC and FS Copilot. And on replays, GPWS warnings are fixed. Okay. So not really that much. I've got 52 FPS, slowly improving. Oh, that's supposed to be handprints. Just what's that? Yeah, so slowly getting better. Oh yeah. Okay, thank you much, buddy. Here it is. So this is what they said. Added LODs, fixed tech hacks. I don't honestly. Now, if they added LODs, especially for the flight deck and stuff, it should improve performance, right? Now, added custom turbulence model. That's something I want to try out. So, wing flex screen. Oh, here we go. Right. G-loaded camera. Okay, so that's but only if we go through clouds. But the main thread is still like 30, 35-ish. Well, 25 to 35. So still something's still wrong with the main thread there. So I think what I will try is I am going to try to get a complete reinstall going, because all I did through Aerosoft One website or Aerosoft One app, I updated. It shouldn't really, but I mean MAN. Let's have a look. Autosave. Where would I see that? Oh, replay here. Hang on. Pause. Can you stop that? Like, is it possible? Yeah, you can't really. Yeah. But yeah, it seems like you can't. Looks nice. Good. Okay, so the other change locks. So taxi cam, custom turbulence, display. Okay, display refresh rate. Okay. So So let's have a look here. Would this be better, or would it better to increase? Yeah, I think that's not really. But has anyone else flown the Aerosoft Toilss A340 with the version 1.03? Because maybe someone has, and maybe you could tell me what your performance is. If the issue is on the main thread, then no LODs will fix it, okay? Now, just out of curiosity, we had a Windows update today. Hello. Just really quickly. No, it's still the same. So no changes to my graphic settings. So it's smooth for you, buddy, but it's bugged. Oh, sorry, Airbus fan. 2 questions. Is Lufty, was a co-pilot followed? No. Well, I mean, you could for short period of time. If the flight, if the first officer had a tiller, he would be allowed to taxi for short periods of time. Yes. How many of your landings, the A320 to 2020, were flaps 3? I would say about 50%. 50-50. Dexter, right? Oh, Ronnie, really? They offered a rollback? But Ronnie, did you hear anything about people complaining? Let me just... I'll Google that. Because I'm like... now I'm kind of wondering, you know, is it because I didn't restart the PC? Or is it my fault? Or... Toilss A340 version 1.03 FPS issues. I'm not seeing anything in the EU. Photos 24. Performance is not better now, but my wing flex. Okay. Ronnie, you also worked fine yesterday when I did circuit, but I'm still waiting. Okay, yeah. Yeah, me too. Yeah. MCK. Yeah, there was a discussion going on. About you know, FO being allowed to taxi themselves. I know other airlines allow that. Oh, hang on. Oh. One more thing. Hang on. Let me try one more thing here. Although I don't have Sim 2 Pro running now, do I? No, I don't think so. I think my neighbor is having a party. I hear the music, which is rarely the case. So Sim 2. Oh, hang on. Maybe. Just out of curiosity. I wonder if Sim 2 Pro. Nope. So it's not Sim 2 Pro either. Lisa, are you actually happy to not taxi? Well, honestly, I always found, especially on the 737, I found taxiing extremely exhausting because the 737 did not want to taxi straight. It always, most of the time, it wanted to go left for some reason, and he always had to counteract, or he had windy conditions where the wind was coming from the side, and it was horrible to taxi. So the worst thing that could happen is that you would land 25 right, and then you have to taxi all the way. I'll show you that here on the map. So back in the days when the 737 was still here, we had our parking spots back here. We call that Schweinebucht, so the pig stall. So we landed 25 right, had a taxi all the way across 5 kilometers to park here, and then normally for departure, very often we would have 18, right, and then we had to taxi all the way down. I hated that. I absolutely hated that. That was so bad. Yeah, MCK, it did. Let me see when 25 right opened. Frankfurt 25 right open. Hang on. 2011. Yeah, 2011. 2011. And I switched over to Airbus in 2013. Yeah. No, hang on. No, 2012 I switched. So it's like for 1 year I had to do that stuff. You can see them on my website. Just go to this website. Those for 2020. Where's my 2024 settings? Yeah, I thought they were going to be there. And I mean, yeah, you don't have to be. You just type hello in my Discord, and then you should be able to see all the channels. Here we go. So these are pretty much my settings. Yeah, so there you go. So these are my settings. I'm on VATSIM right now. I don't want to go into the graphics menu because the aircraft stops on VATSIM. So I'm using AMD FSR3 quality mode with DLSS, 2x frame multiplier, and then yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but Harry, did you type in hello in the welcome channel? So there's a welcome channel. You just type hello, and then one of my moderators will grant you access to all the channels. And it's free. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Geneva. And Mont Blanc is coming up here. So here should be Geneva, and then Mont Blanc should be about here. Oh, MCK, I don't know that anymore. Honestly, that's so long ago. I do not know. Clipsy, right now, I don't know if it's on my system today. Because normally I would be happy with the A340 from Toilss. But this update right now is not running as performant as the previous version did for me, so I'm gonna have to do some more troubleshooting. Yeah, so Harry, the reason why I'm using FSR is because I have to switch off hardware acceleration in Windows, because that interferes with my streaming software. You know, things could be so easy. If software would just work and not clash with Windows and you name it, all would be good. But because OBS streaming software is literally the only good streaming software out on the market, yeah, and to keep that from freezing and locking up the computer, I had to switch off hardware acceleration. However, NVIDIA DLSS needs hardware acceleration. So that's why I've switched hardware acceleration off and I'm using FSR, which I don't see any change, any difference. So now I can use DLSS 3.10 with preset M I'm using right now. Hey Yannick. Oh really, Harry? Okay. Isn't it annoying? I mean, well, you got a monster PC, 50, 80, 120. Wow. It shouldn't really. Yeah, it shouldn't really have an issue, right? Good. We have some fuel transfer, which is okay. We're doing some. Well, we're not using any trim tank fuel today. Huh? Okay, so all engine fuel flow. What a weird indication. 110 kilograms per minute. Why does it say per hour? It would make much more sense, at least in my opinion, to have that fuel flow per hour. I know you multiply by 60, 7.5 or 7.2 times. But still, why is it in kilograms per minute? That's weird. It does? Nah. The FENIX, so the A320 doesn't look really. You guys pulling my leg? You see, I've been out of flying Airbus. I've been out of flying Airbus for too long. My hard drive. The thing is, my hard drive in my head, right? It was too full. So literally, the moment I went off from the A320, it's all erased. It's all gone. Yeah, but that's what I'm. So here's the thing, right? No, so Alimar. So here it says kilogram per hour, right? That's what I'm referring to. On the fuel page, that's what we're talking about. So honestly, I think if I remember now, it wasn't like 40 kilograms per minute for the Airbus 320 then? Yeah, maybe I do remember. Hey, iceberg. Maybe, yeah, somewhere back in, you know, somewhere in the back of my head, maybe I still have that. Buddy burning about 4.8, 4.9. Well, I mean, the 340-600 is a fuel guzzler, yeah. I mean, that's why you know, Lufthansa especially wants to get rid of them. They're just burning so much fuel. Right. What else? What else do we have? What else do we have here? So we have pin charts, sim brief import, not okay. It's intention to care about that. Fix an issue, leading loss of man flex or engine failure. Okay, about that right now. Automatically hear the flap. Okay, fine. So really the big thing is the taxi cam for people, I guess. And the turbulence model. Custom turbulence model. And display refresh rate. I mean, it's nothing really major, is it? MCK, I've not really looked into that regarding new uniform. I think I saw for the cabin crew, and there's a couple of things I don't really like, but I'm old school. So I guess you know, you may think it's better. I don't know. Right? For me, I am a bit old school. Oh yes, that's nice picture. Sneakers on Europe? What? Really? Cool. Good for them. MCK, you're fine. I don't really mind people's opinions. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm curious as well now. Tavas, greetings to you down under. How are you, Tavas? Oh, actually, are you at the FS Expo maybe even? Okay, MCK, understand. Then direct message me, please. I am interested. Now I'm really interested. Oh, it's getting warm now. Let me switch on the air conditioning. Oh, really? I get hunted by two A340-300. Ronnie, thank you so much, gifting us up to MCK. Ronnie, I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much.
New subscribers should now pick up their pass to first class. Thank you.
You're trapped, big guy. And you've got winter time down there right now. Right, let's dial down the brightness just a tad here. What a terrain on display here. Let's dial brightness here as well. Can we set the brightness? Hang on, to bleed through here. Background glow. There we go. Look. Yeah, that's better. Much better. Yeah, it was just too glowy for me. That's better. Chilly 15 degrees Celsius. I mean, here right now it's been cold in Germany. Outside 13 right now. But my PC, I've got the window open, but still. PC is creating so much heat. It's 19 degrees. Okay. Good. Alright. Topics. Is there anything? Oh yeah, and yeah. So the Indian authorities, they were supposed to bring out the final report on the 12th of June, I think it was yesterday, right? But they only brought out a statement saying they need a bit more time. But apparently they said they had some great progress in their investigations, and yeah, I guess it shouldn't take too much longer, maybe 2-3 months or something. But yeah, and hopefully we'll get a clear answer what happened with the 787. Oh, by the way, I did refuel the 172 today. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So the way you have to climb up. So actually, in Ganekasee, they actually have some nice new metal stairs now. You can bring to the aircraft and put it next to the wing, and then you can climb up. But it's such a big undertaking with the fuel hose, and then do over-wing refueling, and the hole. So the refueling, where the cap and the refueling hole is so small. It's like, so you kind of, I know it has automatic stop, but but I managed to get in exactly 67.5 liters each side today, so I was really proud, without spilling fuel. That was good. Hang on, Lisa, what? You did refuel the DC-3 today? Huh? Where do you fly the DC-3? Wow, that sounds fascinating. No, Airbus fan. So the thing is, I have no more means to get any more internal information. I've got a good friend, of course, who still flies a 787. I've got to contact him, see if he knows anything new. So right now, I have no idea on the extent of damage or the causes. No, so it's one of those MCK that so it's like spring loaded. So when you're off the ladder, you can move it around on the wheels, and then you step on the first step and it kind of locks down. But still, I mean, to climb up and to get the fuel hose. So if you're on your own, another thing is trying to get the aircraft out of the hangar is okay, but to push it backwards into the hangar is a nightmare. Now, I had my instructor with me today, so that's okay. But if you have to do it on your own, I don't know how to do that. I'm not going to manage that. It's going to take me years to get the aircraft into the hangar. You wouldn't believe how little Cessna 172 can be so heavy to push or pull. Avimar, so the way the hangar is situated and the way aircraft are stowed in the hangar, you don't have to move the other aircraft. It would be difficult because normally the aircraft doors are locked, and even though you shouldn't really set the parking brake, I guess some of the owners will have the parking brake set. So I don't think you can even move other aircraft. Okay, so you had a 30-year celebration at the club. Yeah, you said you're a flight instructor. Nice. Ah, that's cool. So they showed up with a DC-3. Nice. So Lisa, so now that you've written again that you were a flight instructor on the Cessna 172, you said as well, right? I have to say, today it was really bumpy. So we had like 25 knots of wind. So it started with 15 knots of wind. In pattern altitude, it was about 30 knots. And then towards the end, we did 9 landings. So 9 patterns. And towards the end, it was getting extremely bumpy. And the flight instructor not once touched the flight controls today, which I didn't realize, but he said afterwards that it was all you today. I have not touched the flight controls a single time today. So 8 of my landings were really good, and there was just one that had a kind of 3-point touchdown, which you don't want to have, obviously, but the rest were really good. And but we were, I mean, we got pushed around, and the runway, obviously, Ganakazé is not that wide. How wide is that? 30 meters? Let me just check how wide the runway then is. It's only 22 meters wide. So, you know, me being used to 45 to 60 meters runways, I have to land on 22 meter wide runways now, right? So we would go up, down, left, right. So I mean, you get blown away from the centerline so quickly, you know, with 20-25 knots headwind component, swerving around a bit, and but he just stayed so cool. And I was like, wow, how can he stay so cool if you see, you know, someone... Okay, I have good experience on different aircraft, but not on Cessnas, really, right? So, but he stays so cool. I admire that. I don't know how if I were a flight instructor, I don't know how cool I can remain just sitting there watching. Oh, yeah, thanks. Typo. Yeah, so I do that on purpose, Goldfishly. To see if anybody notices. So well done, you noticed. What, you don't believe me? Come on. No, Airbus fan? No, I'm not allowed. I was not allowed to keep the uniform. I had to hand it in. Yeah, I had to hand it in. I mean, I was allowed to keep my white shirts, but the blazer, the trousers, I had to return. Yeah, hang on. Okay, MCK, hold on. Let's see. Right. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay. Oof. Now I know. Okay, now I'm glad you didn't post that here, MCK. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's astounding, right? Hugo Boss, who made those, designed those uniforms, right? Honestly, I would love to. I'm gonna have to ask my friend who still flies. I'm gonna have to ask how the crews internally, what they really think about the uniform. Yeah. So yeah. No, so Woozy, the reason is it is somewhat security sensitive regarding uniforms. So you don't want to have them floating around, you know, in private. Maybe ending up on eBay or something, and you know, people being able to buy original uniforms, right? So that's why. That's why they want you to hand in the uniforms. No, so Lisa, we didn't have that as crosswind. So I know, max crosswind landing is 15 knots. Cessna wants it, at least for us. Takeoff 20, but landing 15. But we had more headwind, so that was like headwind component, 20, 25 knots at the end. Yeah, that's what I say. I mean, I admire, them staying so relaxed. Right, that's 1,000 feet below, really. Hang on. Yeah, but Lisa, the thing is, would you, I mean, I guess, if nothing happens, nobody cares, right? But, would you really want to go outside the max demonstrated? Because what about insurance? Is it like gross negligence then? So I would stick with that. But just my opinion. Fabian, you think so too? Because of risk and insurance? Well, like I said, the aircraft in general is nice. I was very pleased with the release version, but right now I do have some issues with performance, FPS performance, which I normally don't have. Yeah, still 54. Still main thread is an issue. But I'm gonna have a try again tomorrow, offline. After a PC restart, because I did a flight with the iFly 737 previously, and I restarted the sim, but I didn't restart the yeah, I'm on 4K. Yes, hey Robon, yes. But again, usually 4K now is not an issue. Not an issue. Fabian, that's a big thing, isn't it? When you get to the rudder limits, to counteract the drift. Yeah. Evers fan, he's sailing today. Nice. Yeah, you had to be careful, right? Not to well, imagine capsizing. Beautiful. Right, we're coming up near Marseille now. That's how quick we are flying. And now I remember I flew the Frankfurt Mallorca routing quite often as well, IRL. And it's like Marseille. You pass the halfway point, and then it's literally 45. Step now. What? Let's make a step. Oh yeah. Oh, no, we're going to stay in 390 now, just for now. Yeah, so we're going to stay in 390. Okay, interesting. And insurance, you think, covers it? I think... So here's... I mean, Lisa, you're an instructor. So obviously you're way more qualified on the Cessna 170 than I am. So the thing is, I'm always going to have to look at my own personal experience level. How many hours I've got on the Cessna, where's my last landings, especially after winter time. So I think my personal limitation regarding crosswind would probably vary a bit. Right, so when I pre-plan flights, I would definitely, at least in the planning stage, try to avoid days in airports that potentially could get me, you know, to 15 knots crosswind. Right. But that's just the thing. Everyone, you know, and so here's the thing. One thing I've realized after flying, you know, a couple of hours now. Well, not many, but after, you know, like doing, like, you know, how many landings do I have? 13, 14 landings now. What I've realized is, at the moment, of course, I've got a flight instructor next to me, you know, who can always shout "go" around, right? But if I'm flying on my own, or if I have, you know, some passengers with me, none of them will shout "go" around. I mean, they may scream in fear, but they're not going to shout "go" around, right? And that is a safety factor in a sense. You know, if you get tunnel visioned, right, there's nobody there really to get you out of it. You've got to have your own protective layers. So my idea is, I don't really want to get into the situation where I get tunnel visioned, because I'm so task saturated with things in flying, etc., or kind of, you know, maybe target fixated, right? It's a different, it's just completely different flying, and I've always said that I still have a huge respect for, you know, private GA flying, saying that you have to treat that at the same professional kind of approach as you do, you know, professional flying, right? So what happens when a passenger, well, I guess you could go around and say, and then ask once you're in stable, you know, stable air again, to say, you know, why did you scream "go" around? Right. Yeah, buddy. Well, okay. Yeah, Lisa, I can imagine. Yeah, for you as well, right? And especially in, you know, when you're instructing. Indeed, because you are then pilot in command, right? Yeah, but again, these are thoughts, you know, that come to your mind. But I have to say, today. So at the first lesson I had a couple of weeks ago, I was tense because the whole impression, so everything, even though I've flown, I've got like, I think I've got 70, 80 hours in a Cessna 172, but that was in 1992. So 1992 until 1994. So I did fly the 172 and 152, but I couldn't really remember much from that. So when you get back into flying after such a long break, and you come from airline flying, and Lisa, at the beginning of the first stream, I was talking about how difficult it is for us airline pilots to switch over from landing at, you know, at low speed, let's say the lowest it goes VREF, but you do not go, you know, pull back continuously, flare higher and higher, get the nose higher and higher on the flare, because depending on the aircraft type you're flying, potentially you're risking a tail strike. But for GA flying, especially, you know, the Cessna 172, you have to. So my problem I had on the first couple of training laps was that I came into flare, I pulled back on the yoke, and obviously I was missing the muscle memory. So I pulled back a bit too hard, and the aircraft ballooned a bit. And then what I did is I actually pushed the yoke, right? Which of course is not the thing to do, because you are potentially risking a nose gear strike, And remember, guys, it has a spinning prop in front, so you don't want to do that. Okay, so what's so hard? And today was like the aha effect, where I practiced on here in the sim an X-plane, which helped a lot, and then the instructor said, think about you sitting on the couch and you're like really relaxed, your arms, on top of the, the seat, right? And then, that's the feeling you should get when flaring, right? So you come in and then really you flare, and you just continuously flare. You pull back, pull back, pull back, and then really the best thing to do is then have a little intermittent stall warning and then touch down, right? Because that means you have a nice high angle of attack, keep the nose gear from and the big no-no is to come into flare, and even if you balloon it a little bit, don't relax the yoke too much, and don't. Yeah, that's the thing, right? But that's how, as an airline pilot, you never want to stall the aircraft, right? So I told my instructor today, I said, the weird thing for me is just the feeling you balloon a bit, and then having the fear that you're about a meter above the ground and the aircraft stalls. But he said, it's not going to happen, because the stall speed, you're flying like, you're coming in with 60 knots. You're going to the flare at 50 knots, let's say. You're flaring 50, 45 knots. The aircraft stalls, depending on the flap setting, but let's say the aircraft at flaps 30 stalls at around 40 knots. So you still have like 10 knots of buffer. So really what the aircraft does, it's not going to fall to the ground. It's just simply, it just starts sinking, right? And it'll just settle down nicely with the ground effect. It does not, it just not fall down, right? So oh really? Oh wow, Lisa. Whew. Wow, GG, is that you? Was that really like, did you really want to plan that way? Oof. That was like a squeaky bum time, like, right? No, Captain Chaos, so really, that's what a good Cessna 172 landing is literally, just as you touch down, you hear the stall warning whine. So the whistling noise from the stall warning. The weird thing is, Lisa, I don't have an issue. I don't flare too high. So really, I come down, and then the only thing that can happen is that I pull back initially a bit too hard, and the aircraft just balloons a little bit. Yeah. Really? Hang on. So your instructor said he didn't like the nose high landings, so we did always 70 knots, 20 degrees, and even the 152. Yeah. Yeah, but at 70 knots, like with that flap setting, didn't you like touch down on all three gears at the same time? That's a strange approach as well. Right, let's do some preparations, guys. I'm a bit worried that I'm going to be a bit behind the curve here. So that was 2-4 left. We have how many miles? 224. Oh, it's not 2. Okay, 200 miles. Okay, Lisa. Yeah, well, good thing it went that way. Yeah, GG's. Just a small flare in that case. Okay. Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true. You then can see the the runway of the cowling. And Adam, really, so for you, it would bounce. Yeah, it's not so much energy, creating a lot of lift. Strange, yeah, I find that strange that, yeah, you know, there's so many different... Oh, we have ATIS currently. Do we have... Ooh, here, I've got to check, VATSIM radar here. See if we have service. Because Palma is quite late. I'm surprised it's still online there. Yeah. Oh, we're just about to enter the airspace there. Quickly have a look here. That's yep, Barcelona sector. It's 32655. 32655. We don't have the contact just yet, but I've pre-dialed that. We should be in the service very shortly. Good. So then the ATIS says information Oscar 24 left, Zulu approach, no wind. Temperature is 23. No wind. Avenger? I don't think so. I mean, it would be nice, but that would surprise me. Good. Let's look here at the Lunik 3 Papa arrival. So we are going via Fart here, and so on, and Lunik. Now Lunik, level 100 or above, correct. Then we have speed limit point 250, correct. But usually they would allow you to fly high speed. Cap de Pera, 4.5 or above. Then we've got Naked at oh, disregard. Cap de Pera, then we have to transition to final. Avenger, come on. You guys. Yeah. I am going to call you. So let me down the sound a bit. Barcelona muy buenas from Lufthansa. 2418, level 390.
Lufthansa 2418, Barcelona control muy buenas, identified 390. Expect Lunik 3 Papa arrival and the ILS approach Zulu, give me 2 for left.
The Lunik 3 Papa arrival and ILS Zulu 2 for left. Copied, Lufthansa 2418, heavy, thank you. Yeah, midsummer night soon. Can you explain those dots or speed limit points? I don't know, hang on a minute. Let me see. Oh, these? No, I think it's just for the flat. But you're right. I've not seen them either before. Anyone know what that is?
Lufthansa 2418, flight direct Lunik.
Direct to Lunik, Lufthansa 2418, thank you. Or it's just a separator for the altitude there on the next line. Just normal colons. Yeah. How come I've never... But you don't see that often, do you? I've never seen that before. Yeah, first time for us all.
Yeah, 999 Golf Juliet, Barcelona Control, muy buenas. Your flight plan is telling me you're going to Olbia. Can you please confirm you're going to Palma? We're going to Palma.
Okay.
Yeah, your old flight plan is still in the system, I guess.
Ah, okay, so that's fine. Right, so we got Bavum after Capta Para. 2.5 above. Correct. And then we go to FENIX. And then, so Obumu, sorry, and then FENIX.
And then 016.
We have a 3-degree down profile. Missed approach.
Continue to climb 360.
Delta 057 Alpha overfly. Left turn 237 degree track. Intercept 193 Joa outbound. And we are climbing.
Ryanair 99 Golf Juliet, that's better. Cleared
to 3,000 feet.
Expect ILS to approach runway 24 left. For now, descend flight level 150.
After landing, we can vacate. Oops, we can vacate to the right. And then it will be Kilo, Link, Foxtrot, and I normally park here because we can't park at the terminal normally. Although the last time, guys, didn't we park here somewhere last time? But not with the 346.
MX35 Whiskey, Barcelona.
I think we have to park here somewhere, if I remember correctly. Honestly, the Bravo's Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, I've had it for 6-7 years now. No issues. Very good. The only thing that break from time to time are these fancy
Ryanair 1 Echo Juliet, contact my frequency 119.
Fancy add-ons, you know, the throttle add-ons. They may break sometimes. Hey, Dankeschön. Eno. Vielen Dank für die netten Worte. Dankeschön.
3550, yeah, 5 out of 5 on this one. I'll contact
Palma Vector. Also too, thanks so much. Appreciate the service.
What are going on? What is
Big round of applause. Much appreciated. Thanks for staying on so late. Oh, buddy, that trim wheel broke? I hardly used the trim wheel. No. Do you recommend a glide before PPL? Rusty, I think it's not necessary, but glider flying is the advantage is that you can start at a very early age, like 14, 15, which is a good thing. Because it does boost your self-confidence. It's a lot of fun. It's a team effort. So I can definitely recommend that from those standpoints. It's not. It won't really help you that much with the PPL, I think, because it's a different form of flying. Maybe in the sense psychologically,
one Echo Juliet, if you can hear me,
where you feel very bit more relaxed when you start the PPL training because you're used to the flying and the movements and so on. But otherwise, it's a different kind of flying. Hey, Palma, thank you. And Organ, you think of buying it along with either the Thrustmaster with Space or Export? Yeah, all good, solid. Add-ons, yeah. No, I've never. Oh, was this aircraft? Yeah. So unfortunately a bit dark now, but yeah, Lufthansa still has 346.
Yeah, reduced minimum speed has confirmed 4.3 miles.
Well, actually, MCK knows that. Or has Lufthansa already phased out all of them?
Good night.
Ocean 2 first contact, Palma Control 118.
Airbus-Fan, Dankeschön. Mach's gut, schönen Sonntag. Thank you. Ja, Eno.
Thank you for flying, adios.
Nehmen erstmal einen kleineren Flughafen, wo nicht so viel los ist. Yeah, I'm
Lufthansa 2418, when ready, descend flight level 200.
perfect timing and leaving now. Descent level 200, Lufthansa 2418. Yeah, so look at that. Descent out blue 200.
Check 5 Lima from Barcelona Control, muy buenas, squad 1000.
Oh, that's really kind, Palma Vector. I hurry up, okay? I hope you can sleep in tomorrow.
Iberia 8537.
Nummer vielen Dank, much appreciated.
And cleared Lunik 3 Papa.
And landing
expect
in...
approach runway 24 left, fly direct to Lunik. And when ready, descend flight level 200.
Maybe with a shortcut in 25 minutes.
Yes, Lunik 3 Papa, arriving expecting IF gain here.
In high speed.
Left, direct.
Vielen Dank.
And can you please repeat the descent for Iberia 8537?
Cool.
8537, when ready, flight level 200.
So we've done the briefing, landing performance. Let's have a look here.
Barcelona Control, good evening. Lufthansa 4 Papa X-ray, inbound Seawoods, flight level 3980.
Yes, I'm going to do...
Barcelona standby. Break. Ryanair.
Let's try
99
3.
Golf Juliet. Contact Palma Control 119.155. Adios.
Yeah, I'm tempted to go config 3. We have Sierra 3. Yeah. 3,000 meters. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go config 3. And there's no config 3 button. Alright, so config 3 it is.
Tom Jet 78 Lima Barcelona, muy buenas, identified.
The reason is I have issues software-wise to connect the Scalaki FCU. I have so many connection issues. Limsko, Grüße. Grüße nach Mark
Speedfive Whiskey, welcome to Mallorca. Taxi to a gate of choice, you're number 1, so all choice is yours.
Yeah, I mean, it's a light A340-600. We're very light. Just saying. I don't know. I don't know how correct that is. Exactly, and huge engines, MCK. And a very light aircraft. Cool. Good, we've done it.
Lufthansa 4 Papa X-ray.
We've done everything, so let's have a look here.
Cleared Lunik 3 Papa arrival. Expect ILS to approach runway 24 left.
Approach checklist down to the line. So briefing confirmed. ECAM status is checked. Seatbelts.
Expect Lunik 3 Papa approach. ILS Zulu 24 left and then ready descent flight level 200. Lufthansa 4 Papa X-ray.
Minimums 24 left.
Ryanair 1 Juliet, welcome to Palma.
Is
Mallorca. Apologies.
250.
It seems that the channel is disconnected, so you can have a gauge of choice as well.
250. So, MDA 250 feet. And engine mode selector is normal. Down to the line. Organ, yeah. I mean, I guess for those people that know how to connect different hardware things together. Oh, another thing regarding the wind control overhead panel. Another thing that's worrying me is the fact that's going to add, I think, another 5 USB connections. I mean, no joke. If I look at my cable, I don't call that management, mismanagement. The cable mismanagement I have so many USB hubs already. 100%. At some point, these things are going to catch fire. Seriously, I have like 3 USB hubs already. And so yeah, I don't know how to do that, honestly. Yeah, that's the thing. So I remember we had a discussion on that before, because I asked, does anyone know how many USB connections, how many USB connections you're allowed to have on a PC, or how many USB connections can a PC handle? Because I mean, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just the wind controls, 8. Then I have Stream Deck, Loop Deck, camera, keyboard, mouse, rudder pedals, joystick, tiller, crazy.
Good night, Blackbot.
Hey MCK, mach's gut. Yeah, you too. Have a great holiday as well. Thank you. How much depends on how much power they draw and what a PC can deliver. Okay. So what I'm seeing right now, I can see a bit of turbulence.
From Jet 78 Lima, flight direct
head movement.
Tango, uniform Tango, Oscar Tango.
Which is okay.
Yeah, I could talk.
No, well, I mean, no, because Stream Decks have evolved as well. So the reason why I bought the Loop Deck is because it has a couple of rotary dials, like 6 rotary dials. So I can use that for my sound control, so the volume levels. But that's about it. The rest is pretty much the same as the Stream Decks. Good, let me check my distance to threshold. Yeah, still okay. So if we get a shortcut... Oh really? Internet says...
Lufthansa 2418, contact Palma Control, 119, decimal 155, adios.
119er, 155. Thank you so much. Have a great Sunday from Lufthansa 2418.
And you too. Ciao.
Ciao, danke.
56 via link, Juliet.
Information. 100 I can't believe that, Fabian.
Understood, Lima Victor, wind counter, and 2 for left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 2 for left, contour Lima Victor.
That sounded like MAN. Didn't know he's flying along. Palma Control, good evening from Lufthansa 2418 Heavy. We're passing 245, descending 200. Information is Papa.
Lufthansa 2418 Heavy, very good evening. Radar contact, descent at level 70 and expect ILS to approach runway 24 left.
Descent flight level 70. Expecting the ILS Zulu 24 left, Lufthansa 2418. Thank you.
Ryanair 99 Golf Juliet, descent 3000 feet after Bomo clears ILS to approach runway 24 left.
Yeah, but Condor, that must be MAN. Yeah, I think so. Right, got the lights from Palma de Mallorca. Beautiful. So I am still speculating on a shortcut at some point to final. So I'm going to have to look at these at this distance here. So it's always ×3 for me.
Ryanair 103 Tango, descent altitude 5000 feet, QNH 1019. Perdone,
So okay.
Ryanair 103 Tango, descent altitude 5000 feet, QNH 1019. Posterior Bavo me está autorizado aproximación del SS parte izquierda, número 2 en secuencia.
Tenemos 5 pies posterior, nos van una frisado y 4 de izquierda, RN 1023 Tango. Gracias.
Hold on. I have no idea why it does that. All of them resets.
And Condor to Lima Victor, we are requesting stand 44.
Condor to Lima Victor, welcome to Palma, taxi stand 44.
It is MAN.
South Kilo Lima.
I didn't know he was flying on.
Stand 44 via South Kilo Lima. quando tu Lima Victor.
Via South Kilo Lima. Okay. South Kilo Lima. Oh, I'll just click on that, can't I? There. So you pin that by clicking the tab there. That's how you can pin that. Okay, interesting. So south, link,
Iberia 8537 Heavy, very good evening, radar contact and FSLabs level 80. Expect ILS on approach runway 24 left, Lunik Papa arrival.
FENIX level 80, expecting Lunik Papa arrival. Continue right out the way to Lunik, expecting ILS runway 24.
Organ.
Ryanair 9er Golf Juliet, wind calm, runway 24 left.
Probably not before the holidays, so maybe after my holidays.
Lufthansa 2418 Heavy, proceed direct Bavum.
Direct to Bavum, thank you, Lufthansa 2418 Heavy. There's the shortcut. Now we are high in the profile. Let's get the speed brakes out. And let's check how much we are. 3,000 feet. Good God. But here we go. Dive, dive, dive. But I'm going to go with selected speed here. How do I get over speed? Yeah, let's go 310 knots. That's fine. Quickly getting back. So 60 miles will be 8.
1184, turn right, heading 140 degrees. Central speed 6,100 feet.
I'm surprised that we shouldn't be that much too high, should we? Let me go open descent. Speed brakes in.
160 degrees.
Right, 160 degrees.
55 miles. We should be okay, I think. Let's see. Buddy. Behave, we're under control here, buddy. Make sure you call the controller.
Ryanair 103 stanno continua velocità, según publicada, número 2.
Continue con según punto de
Let's get some line lights on. Oh, that's bright. It's a bit hazy outside, it seems.
Boeing 1244 is on block, thanks for ADC, have a good night, bye bye. Boeing 1244, thank you very much for flying, have a good evening, bye bye.
Nice.
Lufthansa 1184, descent altitude 3,000 feet, proceed direct to Bomo, and after Bomo clear file, let's approach on 84 left, number 3 in sequence.
So it's always worth putting in the threshold in the progress page, right? So that's a straight in distance, right? And that way, by simple, 3 miles per 1,000 feet. So I should be like 36 miles. So I disagree a bit with the indication there. I would say we are well on path. And not that high. Limsco? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, fuck. Jederzeit.
Thank you. Lufthansa 2418 Heavy, descent altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1019er, proceed direct for Bomo.
Lufthansa 2418, descent 5,000, QNH 1019er, and present position direct to Obumu. Dankeschön. So let's go here. 1019, we're good, direct Obumu. And let's read the approach checklist below the line. Bravo ref 1019 set 11,000 is checked. So let's go back again. 39 miles, 12,000 feet. We're at 11, so we should be fine. Now we'll start slowing down to 50 as we get below 10,000 feet. Fabian, you have 5 host controllers?
Palma approach, hello, Lufthansa 4 Papa X-ray Heavy. Descending flight level 200, passing 210, inbound.
Also,
Lufthansa 4 Papa X-ray Heavy.
Limsko, is it okay if I answer in English?
Flight level 70, proceed select Bathroom and expect ILS to approach runway 24 left. Flight level 70, direct Bathroom and expect ILS to left, Lufthansa 4 Papa X-ray.
Depending on the airline, you may potentially join. You just have to maybe accept the fact that probably you will never be able to become a captain. It's hard to predict because things are very volatile, but at that age...
Iberia 8537 Heavy, descent altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1019er.
So it depends on your personal motivation. What you set as your focus. So if you like say, I want to do something exciting, you're very passionate about aviation, then I don't see why not. Right, because it is still a fantastic job. And I'm optimistic that for the next 25 years it's still going to be fine. So it's very satisfying, very fulfilling. So I don't really see anything anything to say no, you shouldn't do it. Let's put it this way. It's also a bit of financial, with a financial background, right? And so on, which you don't have to comment here. But I mean, if that's all settled and you're really, extremely passionate about aviation. Have you actually? Let me ask you that, Limsko. Have you ever done anything regarding aviation? Like, do you have a PPL or something? Right, there we go, look at that. So we are still 2,000 feet to go. We currently have 24 miles. Bit of tailwind. 1,500 feet per minute descent rate. There's the runway. Yeah, currently I think we're still okay. Don't pressure me.
Lufthansa 2418 Heavy, continue descent altitude 3,000 feet after Boeing clear ILS approach runway 24 left, clear number 2 in sequence, traffic is short final.
Okay, I think we can see the traffic short final, descent 3,000 and via Obumu clear TLS Zulu 24 left, Lufthansa 241 Italy, thank you. So 3,000, that is going to be a little bit below sector, but we're on the localizer soon, so happy to accept that. Gonna activate the approach phase here. Active.
And the 4 Papa X-ray descent altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1019.
It's just a tad. Speed brakes, just a tad.
5,000 feet, QNH 1019 near and proceed direct to the Lufthansa 4 Papa X-ray Heavy.
And also, let's do some hand flying. Let's do manual flights. Still does a bit of pitch up after you switch off the autopilot, strangely enough. It's just as if there's a little bit of mistrim. Flight directors off. Outback should be low. And speed going managed. Limsco. Here comes flaps 1. Speed brakes in. Worked 20 years, totally passionate. Have experience with VATSIM. Okay, well, Limsco again. You know, who would I be to speak against you know, that passion?
Yeah, 85 feet, 7.5 feet, distance altitude 3,000 feet. After Boeing clear file left, approach 24 left, number 2 and 6.
Oh, Adam, okay, that's interesting as well. Flaps 2, speed check.
7 Juliet Delta, very welcome to good evening. Yes, I first Gatwick, Drago 5 Alpha departure, runway 24 right, and finish land 6,000 feet, box 6207.
Getting a bit high in the profile.
Thanks so much, Big Gatwick, Dragon 5 Alpha, initial climb 6,000 and walk 6207.
Let's get the gear down.
7 Juliet Delta.
7 Juliet Delta, read back correct, thank you. Break, Lufthansa 1184, welcome to Palma, taxi stand 60 via Mike, Tango 1.
Yeah. Come on, flap 3, speed check, flap 3.
Taxi to stand 60 via Mike, Tango 1, Lufthansa 1184.
We're going to start slowing down. Right, gear will help.
FENIX A320 Lima, proceed direct Bafu, expedite descent.
Right, landing checklists, cabin crews advised, auto thrust, speed off, and with auto thrust off, Ekamima landing, no blue. No, hang on, disregard. To go. We're a bit, still a bit high.
12,
30 knots tailwind, are you kidding me?
FENIX A320 Lima, waypoint Bafu.
What is this with tailwind today?
Gotcha. Direct bar, firm and expedite on 7,000. Exit 85 Lima.
We should be okay. Famous last words. We should.
2418 heavy, winds calm, runway 24 left, clear to land.
24 left, clear land, Lufthansa 2418. That's the one knot. Oh, come on, speed. 185 knots ground speed. Okay, well now we're slowly
2,000.
Pitching up a bit. Let's hope speed is going to drop. Come on. It should work out. It should work out. Come on. Yeah, we're doing raw data. We could just put the bird on. It's a raw data approach. I'm surprised the pitch is really heavy, kind of unsensitive. Really surprised. Now the flare will be interesting. Kevin. Right, landing, no blue. Landing check is complete. Just a little bit right of center line. Now we're slowly coming into stable values. Let's get the thrust set.
1,000.
Oof. 1,000 feet per minute. Stable. Oh. That was a close one. What's going on? That was a close one.
Griffin 7 Juliet Delta stand 10 request special start.
I don't think it's that pitch insensitive. I don't know. But we'll see. At least I have a good excuse now. 1.0. So yeah, flap 3 doesn't need much power, does it?
Lufthansa 4 Papa X-ray heavy, speed 210 knots or less until 10 DME.
210 knots or less until 10 DME, Lufthansa 4 Papa X-ray heavy.
Continue. Right, disregard glide slope. We're going to go with the power piece.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
That felt weird. I don't know what it is. We have spoilers, reverse, screen diesel. That feels so strange suddenly.
FENIX A320 Lima, continue descent altitude
Lisa,
6100
mach's
feet
gut,
to
vielen Dank.
19er.
Brake off. Can we slow down?
GMH 1019 and down to 6100, Channel takeoff limit.
Take this one.
Iberia 8537
355. Ouch. Nah, not the best.
Only 2 for left, clear to land, Iberia 8537.
It's just...
Descent 2418, very welcome to Palma. Always welcome taxi stand 64 via Mike Tango 1. Bye bye.
Mike Tango 1 stand 64. Thank you so much for staying online this long. Have a great Sunday. Thanks for staying online so long. Wish you a wonderful Sunday. And we're going via position 64, Mike Tango 1. Thank you so much.
Stand 2418, apologies, you can take a bigger stand. Taxi stand 56 via South Kilo. Bye bye.
South Kilo stand 56. Thank you again. Bye bye. That's really kind of them. South Kilo.
Bye bye. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Bye bye. FENIX A320 Lima, descent
so
altitude 5,000 feet. Proceed direct to Boeing.
That's 5,000 and direct
no, it's doing that again.
Yeah, Channel 5885 limit.
So let me find position 5-6 then. 5-6. So 5-6. Oh, it's there. So Kilo, next left, and then 5-6. Okay, cool.
FENIX A320 Lima, descent 3,000 feet after Bomo clear to left.
Is that you, buddy?
For left, number 3 and 6.
Yeah, it could be. That could be.
Number 3,000 and add a boomer. Clear to left.
340. Maybe that was. Oh, taxicam. Now the thing is, the problem is, I already have bad FPS.
7 Juliet Delta, request taxi.
7 Juliet Delta, taxi only point 92 right via Lima Foxtrot Link North.
I'd hate to. Well, we're gonna have a look at the taxicam in a second. Hang on.
Runway 24 right via Lima Foxtrot Link
lately,
North.
but it has been 2
7 Juliet
years.
Delta.
Oh, really? So heavy equation. Thank you so much for the 24 months in total. I appreciate that very much.
Descent 4 for back, 3 winds calm, runway 2 for left, clear to land.
Thank you so much.
No,
he's on 58.
Iberia 8537, welcome to Palma, taxi stand 54.
So we should be this
via
one
Link
here,
Juliet.
56.
54,
Yeah, that's our gate here.
Iberia 8537. Dat voor de van die agent, want ik ga naar de volgende.
Yep, you'll be going next to him.
Ah, perfecto, senor.
It is, buddy. I thought so.
Summer control, good evening, Connor Fonover, Mantango, passing Federal
So, taxicam.
Under 4 November Tango, good day, radar contact distance at level 70, proceed direct Bavum, expect LSL approach runway 2 for left.
So, let me just stop here. Where's the taxicam? Camera, captain, taxi.